What's up? It's Christmas, and I'm really excited because I got this book, and I plan to read it soon. Engineering Management for the Rest of Us by Sarah Drasner, and I'm really excited about it because it's this book about engineering management for the rest of us, for those of us who became managers kind of along the way, and that's what happened to me. If you're interested in my coding journey, I'll put a video to a link. I put a link to a video up there. But it's something that just happened to me, and now I'm excited to get into this and dig deep and really learn from Sarah's wealth of experience. There will be a giveaway of this book. More details about that at the end of the video. But while I'm thinking about management, I'm thinking about leadership, I'm thinking about Christmas, I thought I'd drop three things I learned as an engineering manager. And I've yet to see how this fits into the book, but I figure I'll share mine and then I'll read the book and then maybe I'll do an update at the end. So with that, let's get into it. The first thing I learned about being an engineering manager is that most of it is just serving. Most of it is being on the side of your team and doing the work that gives them safety, security, and really just a sense of like, okay, I got this and I'm backed and I'm supported. Oftentimes, this is a balancing act, like between the stakeholders, the higher ups, and the team, because the higher ups kind of want things to be done. And the team also wants things to be done, but also wants to have a certain level of autonomy and don't want people micromanaging them and like coming after them every few, days and saying, "Hey, what's the status on that?" So it's a balancing act. I tend to maybe err on the side of supporting the team above and beyond the higher ups. It's kind of maybe a mistake on my part, but really, you know, being a servant is being a leader, and that's something I learned very interesting. And that's like serving with code, but also with just like support. Part of this one-on-ones, a piece actually from the book that I'm excited to get into. One-on-ones is important here as part of serving, where you give your report center stage, right? They get to talk. And I love that in the book, Sarah actually mentions that Google has a plugin, a Chrome plugin, that will show you in meetings who's talking more. And it's something they try to pursue, that the report spends more time talking. They have the center stage. I love that because then they can feel heard, included, and like they belong. I absolutely love that. Number two, that I learned that is really important is transparency and over communication. I once, as a manager, had a hard time with a report who would just not communicate, would literally like not show up. And then my managers are asking me like, "Hey, where's this person?" And I wouldn't know because they wouldn't tell me. And where communication doesn't happen, work doesn't happen. And so I think I've kind of adjusted for that to now over communicate. I talk more, I'm way more verbose. And that actually helps transparency, but also helps align us all on the same page. And there's no like implicit expectations. What is implicit becomes explicit. And as we know from JavaScript, explicit things are better. The third thing that I learned a lot is for any healthy engineering team that I've been on, it's been really important to have a strong sense of urgency and ownership on the team. Urgency and ownership. Team members need to feel like, hey, this is valuable work and it's important that I do it soon and well. Not to the point where you're working nights and weekends, but there's a sense of urgency, there's a sense of this matters. And ownership. I'm responsible for this. This thing is my contribution. This thing is my adding value. This thing is me giving. Urgency and ownership, and with that, autonomy as well is really important, where people feel like they can do their best work and they're trusted. I found really important. I actually used to do this thing as a manager when I was working as one, where we would have a sync on Monday, and kind of talk about, okay, this is the plan, let's go. And then I'd be like, see you Friday. And my team would go do it, and we'd revisit on Friday. We'd have a win report where we'd share wins along the way. It was really, really healthy. But that's just my three highlights and my three takeaways from being a manager. I'm curious, what are yours? Let me know in the comments or at me on Twitter. But now, let's get to the giveaway. So again, this book that I purchased and I'm really excited to get into, Engineering Management for the Rest of Us by Sarah Drasner. I got the ebook, by the way, for the environment. I don't like adding more paper. But this book, I'm giving away 5 copies, and all you have to do to win one is share this video on social media with a link on Twitter. I would find it and tag me maybe. And 2, subscribe and let me know what you think. So what I'll do is I'll do a randomized search on people who have subscribed to the channel and shared the link to the video on social media. 5 random people will get it, and I really hope you enjoy it and get as much value out of it as I already have, actually. With that, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments or at me on Twitter. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.